Hey guys, today's workout is a Tabata workout, and we're going to be using only bands. So, you're going to grab yourself a resistance band, and you're going to go at each station 30 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 8 times through at the same exercise. Then you'll take a minute rest, and then you'll move to the next. We have 7 exercises. We're going to provide videos with explanations and modifications to follow. Hope you enjoy. Here we have a banded lat pull through. So what you're going to do is you're going to anchor your resistance band, and then from there you can lie on the floor, bringing the band down to your hips using only your shoulders, engaging through your lats. So this is not a tricep pull down, so we're not bending in our elbows. Our arms are staying straight. To make this easier, you can use a thinner band. To make it harder, you can use a thicker band. If you don't have something heavy to anchor this to, you can also tie a knot in your band and put it into your door frame and close the door and create this from a standing position. We have a banded hamstring curl. So once again, we've anchored our resistance band, and then we're wrapping our heels under the band so it falls right on the back on our Achilles. From there, we're going to bring our heels towards our glutes, squeezing in through the hamstring, slow and controlled. We're making sure that we're pulling evenly through both feet. To make this easier, you use a lighter resistance band. To make it harder, you can use a heavier resistance band. If you have a dumbbell, you're also welcome to place a dumbbell in between your feet and curl with a dumbbell. Here's a banded dead bug. So our resistance band stays anchored, our hands are above our chest, and there's tension on the band. From there, our low back is pressing into the floor. We're engaging through our abdominals. We're dropping both heels together down to the floor, maintaining that pressure in our low back. To make this a bit harder, we can extend our legs straight and then bring them back in together, only if our low back stays pressed in the whole time. If we need to make this a bit easier, we'll drop one leg at a time from a bent knee position. Here we have a banded Paloff press. So our band stays anchored. From there, we bring our palms together and we press them away from our chest, keeping them in the midline of our body. If we want to make this a little bit easier, we can elevate one knee and come into a half kneeling position to take off some of the tension from the core. We are also welcome to do this from a standing position. Each Tabata, you can stay on the same side and then switch to the opposite side for the next one. A seated banded row. So we've anchored our band around the table and we fold it in half so you have 2 handles on either side. From there, chest pushes forward and then we drive the elbows back, engaging through the lats. We're imagining we've got something in our armpit and we don't want to let it go, so we keep tension in through our lats the whole time. To make this easier, you'll use a thinner band. To make this harder, you use a thicker band. You can also tie it just one side through and then use just half of the band instead of doubling it up. And you can complete this from a standing athletic position as well. So you just stand up, have a slight bend in the knees, and then pull back from there. This will take off some of the tension from the core. Here we have a banded wood chop. So our band is staying anchored into the table. From there, we're crossing our body, going from our opposite hip to our opposite shoulder. We're engaging in through the obliques. To make this a little bit easier, if you're having any discomfort in the low back or this is really hard on your obliques, you're going to pivot on that inside toe as you move. This is going to help recruit other muscles and take some of that load off of your spine. You can also, to make this harder, come down to a kneeling position, either half kneeling or full kneeling, and do the exact same thing, and this is really going to target in on the obliques here. If you want to make this easier, you can use a thin band, or you can get closer to where you've anchored the band so that there's less tension. If you want to make it harder, either use a thicker band or move yourself further away from where you have anchored your resistance band. Here we have banded lateral walks. So we've placed the band behind our neck on our traps, and then we're putting it under our feet. From there, we're sinking down into athletic position and we're stepping our feet laterally to one side. As we go out, the foot that presses out first is concentrically loaded, and then the foot that's coming in is eccentrically loaded. So we're fighting against the resistance on both, maintaining control here. We want to avoid any collapsing in our arches or our knees, so we're maintaining torque on the floor by gripping the floor and maintaining tension. If you want to make this easier, you can eliminate the band and do this with no band. So you'll just make sure that as you step out, your head does not come up or down. You maintain this athletic stance the whole time.
3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 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 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 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 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 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 3, 2, 1, go. Go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, 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 rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, go.